Alright, we're gonna try this again. This is a, you won't know it because you're just gonna you're gonna press play and it's just gonna work. But for me, my computer was, I basically killed my computer. And the poor thing is just not built for Skylines. It's a Mac. And it's a small Mac Pro with the graphics card that's not separated, so it's basically trying to run everything through like one little tiny processor. It's not too bad. I mean, it's actually playable, but when you're recording the stream or the video, it just gets like so bad. So hopefully it's bearable. It looks like it's at 25 frames per second, or no, 15 frames per second right now. Hopefully that kind of kicks up a bit as I zoom out and zoom around a little and have a more static look at the city. Whereas right now we're just doing the cinematic, which is probably more taxing. Yeah, so you know, that kind of would get better if I could afford to buy something else, and if this channel does well, then I will, and we'll go from there. But until then, we are stuck with the lag and the frame rates. But man, I'd really like to see this pretty city look better with the frame rate improvement. Anyway, so we'll just dive in. I mean, I already started working on the city a little bit, but then we got turned off, so that's all right. This is the old boring community that we worked on. We put the pool in, we put the yoga center in, and it's growing. You know, it grew up pretty fast. We got stuck here. I built this little road around the swamp area on both sides, and I decided on this side it's just gonna be blank, and I was trying to fix these trees because there's ruining on them, and ruining is just the way they look when they're polluted, and I have no idea why this section of road has that. There shouldn't be any pollution. There should literally be zero, because I have a mod that turns off the pollution. So anyway, I don't know what, I tried fixing it and it basically froze the computer, and that's where we are now. But what we're gonna do is just continue building out the boring city as much as we can, and try not to build over this rock because it looks kind of cool. But well, what's this? Is this the zoning? Cool stuff. So we're just gonna build a road. We're gonna start like right there. Connect it up. And do that over here as well. I'm gonna move this rock. Save the rocks. I like the way they look. And put this guy like right here. Continue this like very structured and square looking neighborhood. Off that now. Getting this looking just really, really symmetrical. And then eventually we will run a road to connect to the highway somewhere over here. Maybe like right where this little dip in the highway is, it can go under this train track. That will be a sufficient way to do this, I think. I'm gonna get this really, really developed so that we can put a ton of houses in here. I mean, this is gonna be like a huge community now. It was just a small one, but now it's gonna be pretty big. We might have to switch up how this intersection looks here. And we'll just come back to that. In fact, maybe what we do is just run one. Yeah, let's just run this all the way to the side here. all of that turned on. 90-degree angle. Yeah, that's the way you do it. And that way when you build this one, you can have it come in. Maybe have some anarchy to make it the way you want. Yeah, that's reasonable. All right, so that's an improvement. I like that. I'll turn that back off. How far up can I get this guy? Just connect it like that, just to take advantage of that intersection a little more. We'll just keep that awkward looking. I mean, there's intersections out there in the world like that, I'm sure. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get this thing so full. We can put some parks in here. Maybe we put in a little parallel road so that we can have private roads going off of it, facing the inlet. Is this a raised? So this train track is not raised. Good to know. I wonder if they should have sound barriers for trains. Makes sense. Okay, so let's do a little zigzagging here. This will be like a small little section of land that people can get into. Maybe we put some commercial in here. Just this would be like a downtown area for the community. It'd be fun if you could do golf carts. Do we have golf carts? Or what is it? Parks. No, I don't think they do that yet. That would be cool though. You know, let's put jet ski rental marina. Yeah, I think a marina would make sense. Let's put that like over here. Oh, and we'll connect the ferry up there as well. So let's just drive a little road just straight off here, just to get this. Oh, there's a rock in the way. We'll save you, rock. Now, if we take off this snapping, just put a tiny little road there, just to make it work. So now we have to do the necessary evil. Not evil, but necessary good, or whatever. God, it's driving me crazy. Okay, we have the water. We have the water. So I actually think the shape of this road doesn't look bad. It matches the water to some degree, at least enough to work. Kind of looks like an eye with eyelashes, right? It's kind of funny. So the power will come in. That'll be fine. let's put a new ferry stop down this way. Maybe right at the end. Yeah, it'll be like way down here. And we will curve that little tiny road that we made. And we will make it work. Perfect. So a couple things we're going to do over here in advance so we don't forget. Just drag a couple little commercial buildings. People aren't going to want to live right next to that. So just right next to these businesses. We might zone it as well. So maybe we zone, let's zone all of this. And then we can consider maybe making two separate commercial districts, one for leisure and one for leisure, and what's the other one? Tourism. Not tourism. So we're gonna stick with leisure. Tourism will be in another area where we don't, this is like not in my backyard town, so this is not geared for that. But yeah, let's go ahead and drag in. So for this small section, I'm gonna just put some shops here and some really small high density residential. They're not going to look like skyscrapers anyway because of the amount of squares that they take up, so they will fit perfectly into that. And we're just going to let this naturally go here, and then we're going to take off the zoning altogether on these, and it's going to become a special highway, protected environmental highway or something like that. And the other side will be completely buildable, and we will let folks do what they want with that. So let's just grab, well, yeah, we'll just grab the whole deal. Perfect. Now we have to wait for the power to connect. We have to wait for demand to figure itself out, and it will. But we did put a ferry stop here, so we have to finish that. We will use, can't come out on this side. Yes, it can. Oh wait. Let's is there an easy way to delete that? So the one thing I'm gonna have to check is if those ferries can actually get under that bridge, because I have anarchy turned on, so it's just gonna work. But I want it to look realistic, so we'll come back and fix it, make sure it looks good. But we're gonna have to get this line. We have to take the line. Gotta stop. Yeah. So I think there's already. Yeah, I don't think I can add another stop. I don't think you have to do that on these. So let's see how that goes. We do also have a bus line, but we don't want the bus line coming in here. This is imaginary golf cart town where they're only taking golf carts around. Should we add another pool? Let's do something like that. What do we have to work with? That was a health. So we have gymnasium. That just doesn't seem right for community pool. Seems right. I don't think we're gonna need another yoga center, but I think the pool needs to be down here as well. Maybe like right here. Just kind of eyeballing this to see what we get with different. Maybe put it towards the train tracks a little. Yeah. Get that pool over there. And one of these roads, maybe some more of them, maybe we'll do a couple that actually go underneath the train track, as we said earlier, and become sort of a main road like this one over here, a main vein. And it might be this one, right there. I think that'll probably work. But let's go ahead and add a few other little parks. Maybe just some of these little piers. That's nice and simple. I don't want it to be too crazy. We could put those in this protected area. I just don't want it to have to use the road. So that's fine. Now what would it look like over on this side? Restaurant pier. And that could also look good if we had the marina where you put this. Restaurant pier. Riding stables, skate park. Yeah, we're just kind of getting out of our zone. Tennis courts. Where's the tennis courts? Yeah, let's put some tennis courts over somewhere. I think those would go over here too. Let's just put it right next to the marina. I'll put it on this side. Right across from the pool. Yeah. Gorgeous. And it looks even more gorgeous the better computer you have. Yeah, old people love tennis and pool, so. Oh, do I have Anarchy on? Yeah, I do. So you're gonna have to figure out a new place to live, bro. But they will. I am not concerned with it. Yeah, I think this is looking good for its, little community, little suburbia, beach suburbia. Yeah, if any of you live in a beach town like this, where it's sort of like, or have been to one, or hate them or love them for whatever reasons, let me know, because I'd like to kind of get it right. And I'm kind of going off of what I've experienced in places, but it's not the same everywhere, so. Let me know. It's also different, depends where you live in the well, I was gonna say the country, but you could really be in any country watching this, so. Just depends where you are in the world. Why can't I select this? There it was. If I had to do this map over again, I would reconsider because of how frustrating the props have been. So if you're thinking about using this map for any reason, just know that you need a freaking awesome computer, and you also need and just one thing about the computer, I actually like the 13-inch MacBook Pros as a preference. I could have gotten the bigger one. I like the way the other ones, like, if you don't have your your monitor set up with it, it just fits in your lap way better, and it's lighter and all of that, so it just doesn't have the heft of the other one. The 15 inches are just way too big, and 16 inches I'm sure are just as bad. I couldn't handle it. One of my works in the past gave me one of those, and it was like toting around like a bunch of college books or something. Yeah, I'm liking the look of this. And the houses look appropriate. Like, you know, they look kind of cookie cutter, vanilla, not like in-game vanilla, like we kind of refer to the in-game assets as vanilla, but just like a normal, boring looking house. It's interesting they use spliffs. You know, not everyone needs a spliff. It's so weird. And they also have HVAC units on the top, so that's kind of strange. Maybe they all have a different system. This one's weird because it's got a spliff here and then a HVAC on top, so okay, or maybe it's a generator for the solar panels. Yeah, it's weird. I guess it's assumed that we're in a very moderate temperature. Interesting looking house here. What is this? So we did change this to be a leisure activity, so I'm curious. Oh, we have to move the light on. Apologies. We have a Cafe Paris and a pasta restaurant right in the heart of this small little cozy town. Still very unhappy people over here. Don't worry, they'll figure it out. All you can play all you want arcade. That's me trying to read. Bowling alley. Another pasta restaurant, another pretty face beauty salon. It seems right. It seems like it's accurate. Not enough electricity. Interesting. Restaurant Elm Tree Tea and Biscuit Cafe. Boy, this is like nailing it. Iron Person Gym. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm really liking the look of this, minus the electric marks, but it's a symptom of a problem that will be fixed. Police and trash, how are they getting here? Is that a problem? So we have fired. Oh, so we need to put a police station somewhere. Let's put that over here. This is like the busy side of town. Let's stick this over here somewhere. Maybe there's the train tracks? Yeah. Yeah, let's do train tracks with them. Come here. Okay. You go over there, Rock. And now, police station. You're gonna go right here. What was the other thing? Recycling. So, ooh, garbage processing is way down. How did that happen? It must be offline somewhere. Do I only have one recycling center? That doesn't make sense. I thought I built another one. Oh, there's one over here. 1, 2. Yeah, it looks like there's only 2. Did I really just build 2? Yeah, I guess we'll have to turn that up. So is there really that many going that... Oh, there's 2 that are offline over here. What the heck? What are you guys doing? Not enough water? Well, that's a problem. I didn't realize you guys needed water. Why didn't you say something? Okay. That will fix the recycling problem. I wonder how many times I built those thinking I'd had a garbage processing issue. Let's see if that puts everything back to normal. Garbage processing status. Come on. Should be kicking back up here. Slowly. Yeah, here it's creeping back up. I wonder if it's because I have my budget. We turn that. Yeah, see, I have the auto budget on, so it's figuring it out. I'm just gonna let it be. I know that was the issue, so let's see how that plays out first. We have a lot of dead people. We need more dead people. Problems fixed. How's that going? How are the dead people? Death care. Seems like, okay, so it's just not really coming over on this side of things. So it's quite a few. Is this overwhelmed on this side? Yeah, it looks pretty overwhelmed. So it might be smarter. There's already one over here, so I think what we'll do is we'll just stick a 3rd crematorium on this city, so that other one on the other side can just take care of that side. And we'll just drop this in right here, like over here. Right here. And you can be free to go people. Okay, so this one will be able to take care of this side a bit more. And as we grow this retirement community, we'll add in more crematoriums, but for now we don't really have dead people yet. But we will. We will have more dead people. All right, well, I think we'll pause it there for today, and then we will come back and yeah, we'll finish this once we know how people are doing. Let's get a nice screenshot, shall we? It's hard to get a screenshot without tons of icons in the picture. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Bye.